Deliverance! Why? You get me in a spirit. You make me feel good. I don't know enough. But such man say, this is a referendum on the government. And I kind of glad to him say that, because I know that despite all the challenges that exist, despite any problems that you have, you know two things. The first is that the Jamaica Labour Party government is doing a good job in running the country. And secondly, you know that if anybody can fix the problems that you have, it is the Jamaica Labour Party government. Today, the election workers and critical services workers voted. You know that? That included policemen, it included election day workers and members of the security forces who would have voted today. So someone sent me a fake voice note saying that policemen will not receive their overtime pay for some number of weeks. Not no go so. Somebody chose to create mischief at this point in time. And as I received the note and I listened to it, I just kissed my teeth and said foolishness. But I received a call from a few police officers who I know, alerting me to this message, and I said, yes, I saw it. And they said, Prime Minister, they must take policeman for food. You know what he said to me? I'm not going to give too much detail because I don't want nobody identified. But he said, Prime Minister, the biggest increases that members of the security forces have ever gotten is under the Jamaica Labour Party government. He said, this business of overtime is a JLP policy idea. Is the JLP make the economy possible to give the level of increases that police officers have gotten, that teachers have gotten, that civil servants have gotten, and other members of the public sector have gotten. The Jamaica Labour Party did that. He reminded me that under the last two PNP administrations, all that they got were wage freezes. I want you to appreciate that. He made the point to me. He said that whenever the PNP gave a wage increase, little bit after that, them take it back with a wage freeze. You check the record on that. Every minute is a wage freeze. You know why? Because they couldn't manage the economy. Everything that you want to happen, whether it's road, water, more pay, deal with crime, whatever it is, collect your garbage, you must have a good economy. don't make nobody tell you foolishness. So the only party that has run the country and run the economy well since independence, if you check back the record on it, is the Jamaica Labour Party. I come from a long tradition of leaders who believe in some fundamental principles of life. Firstly, we believe that by the sweat of our brow we shall eat bread. We're not looking for handout and freeness. We believe in empowering people to earn for themselves and make their own decisions as to how they spend their income. We don't believe, tell the sound man to turn him thing down over there, so I play the music. We don't believe in taxing people. If we don't have to put on tax, we don't believe in that. And that is why for the last 8 years, you don't have to worry about taxes. No new taxes. The economy is doing fairly well. They just announced that we had a little growth again this quarter, 1.9% we grow. You know, there was a period of time when all we were getting is negative growth or no growth. There was a period of time when unemployment was double digit. Now we have the lowest ever unemployment, 4.2%. So, you and I know that the Jamaica Labour Party is the best party to run the country. So, them hear grumblings amongst the people about some issues that cause them pain. Them hear grumbling about road, them hear grumbling about water, there's some grumbling about public transportation, some grumbling about garbage collection, some other issues. Issues that affect your day-to-day life. And they confuse it. They believe because people grumbling, they are dissatisfied with the government. That's not the case. When I go around the country, people run come and them quarrel about them road. Them say, you see me road, Prime Minister, we don't have no water. Hardcore labor right too, you know. Cuss we have about it. But when them done, them come and hug you up and say, Prime Minister, we love you. You'll be dead for your next term and a next term and a next term. They don't understand how the Jamaican people look at it. The Jamaican people understand that the government has changed the economy. The government is giving a new style of management, and people see hope. People see a future, and people want that to continue. People don't complain to people who can't solve their problem. No, people don't complain to people who can't do nothing about them problem. The people who get the most complaint are the people who they see have the potential and the ability and the capacity and the capability to make a difference. So you go and complain to those people. So when they hear people complaining, they're not asking for such man or the PNP. They're saying to the JLP, we know you can do it. We see what you did to the national debt, how you bring it down. We know you can do it. We see what you do to unemployment or you bring it down. We know you can do it. We see what you're doing in crime. We know you can bring it down. So then say, no, no, Mr. Brogard Prime Minister. No, we want you to deal with our water and our roads. And we listen. And that is why out of the $1.3 trillion budget, and you know what is so funny? The funniest thing is this. We announced a $1.3 trillion budget, the largest budget ever announced in Jamaica's history. And all of a sudden the PMP come now and tell us how to spend the money. They don't know how to raise the money, you know. They don't know how to earn the money. But them want come tell us now how we spend the money. When them did have the government, them couldn't raise the money. And all them did do is give you promise about what them was going to do. But they couldn't do it. You know, I don't know how many of you in the crowd remember 2011 election. And I'm not going bother to go into no details and call nobody name because they're not in politics again. But there was a promise made. And the promise was, when we win, we're going to take GCT off our electricity. How many of you remember that? Some of you are too young to remember that. And when we win, we're going to give you the Jeep. The Jeep still in the garage. And I'm not going to quarrel with them on the promise, you know. They were well-intentioned promises. But they never had the economy to deliver it. They never had the economy to deliver it. When them go and see the reality of the economy, they couldn't fulfill those promises. Now, when I come to you and tell you about the Spark program, which is a program to repair your local roads and your parish council roads, I am telling you about what is ready in the budget, meaning that the money put down in the budget. So you're going to see that program roll out. In fact, the program has already started. And you're going to see the only reason, and I tell you this here truthfully, the only reason why the program has not started is that I didn't want the program to be politicized. In other words, I didn't want people to say I was using the Spark program to try and win a local government election. I said, let the program start after the election. But all the MPs know that by the first week in March, they need to start having consultations, meaning every division in every constituency, they must call a couple meetings with all the stakeholders for people to come and voice their concerns about the roads that they want to be repaired so that your road can get into the priority. Now, I hear them talking. I don't know if they don't listen carefully or if they just deliberately try to confuse and give misinformation. They say that the Spark program has no allocation for councillors. It's only MPs. Let me say it again because I said it already. The allocation from the Spark program is at minimum $150 million, and it could go up to as high as $300 million per constituency. Hold on. Now, the money is not allocated to MPs. It is allocated to the constituency. The constituency includes the MPs and the councillors. All of them have to work together because some road is parish council road and some road is farm road, local road, community road. So the MP and the councillors have to work together with you, the people, to come up with the determination of which road. Now the MP will make the submission because the central government funding it. So the MP will make the submission to the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation as to the road that will be repaired. But both MP and councillor will have a role to play in determining the roads that will be repaired. So we're not trying to leave out local government or do any foolishness like that. No. And we must move past that. It's one pot of funds and all that we have to eat out of it. Now, your town is a beautiful town. You have so much history in this town. This town is about 300 years old. 300 years old. Your parish churches and your other buildings that are here. Look, in other countries that are doing well, this would be considered a historic town. It would be an attraction in and of itself. Unfortunately, we have allowed the town to just grow, and it has become chaotic. It is the truth. I know that this is where the economic activity of the parish is. People have to survive. People have to come here, come sell, do business, all of that. But the way in which the town is so clustered and congested, you are not realizing the true potential of the town. That's the reality. Government can't just sit back and say, well, maybe the people there will sort it out. Because one man might decide, say, all right, I'm going to put a building here. And next man decides, right beside it, he might put a bar. Another man decides, he might put a garage. And it becomes one whole chaos. At some point in time, that chaos is going to cause the town to just decay and collapse on itself. You're almost at that point. Several issues. You don't have nowhere to park. Taxi don't have nowhere to park. The people are staying at the market, they might come on the road. So you don't have nowhere to walk. Traffic, which have to come through the town, move very slow. It's a bottleneck. We have to address these issues. The other problem too is that the town is at sea level. You see what happened a couple of weeks ago in a Negril? It could happen, and it could happen here. So we have to start to now think ahead as to how, well, your market is almost below sea level. If you have a shower rain, the whole place flooded. So we have been thinking about it, and we have a general plan. We have started to execute that plan in Morant Bay because Morant Bay faces the same situation as this town. Same historic town, same issues. And what we did, we identified 25 acres of land and we built out a brand. We're going to do the same concept here. So we are already searching around for lands that we can build out a proper town center and move some of the critical and essential services there, thereby freeing up space inside here to start to redevelop the town. So in the coming months and years, you're going to see a lot of activity taking place in your town that will see the development of the new Lucy and the development of the historic town of Lucy. Secondly, you're going to see a bypass of the town built. And that in itself will decongest the town, make it freer, because traffic that is not destined to stop here can go around, while the traffic that is intended for here can move more freely. So I say all of these things to you to say that You have a government that is taking on age-old problems and finding solutions to it. But you can believe in the government because as the government says, yes, this is what we're going to do, the government in the same breath says, see, we did it there, or see, it is happening there. We are doing the same thing for the city of Montego Bay. I don't know how many of you get to see what's happening with the Montego Bay perimeter road. Massive new highway being built. The same thing we're going to do here for Lucy. So my friends, my family, the people of Lucy that I love so much, I want to thank you for coming out today. It is now 12:39. Wanna go on the bed. Love your labor rights. Love your labor rights. Go home safely. Remember, the 26th. Put your X beside the bell. Love you. Yeah, man, and them are gonna call you.
On February 26th, date for the Jamaica Labor Party. Yeah. We call the election, and we're gonna win it. Come on.
Blessings. Respect. Respect. Blessings.